Hey, hello, kindergarten friends. What's happening? Lucas again, and you see all this green all around. Well, these are the two bean seedlings that have really done the best so far. There's some more that are still growing, but these things have really gone beyond just being seeds and seedlings. They've become regular plants. Look at that. Look at the leaves on them and everything, and there's still more leaves sort of sprouting out there. That is pretty cool, right? And I guess what we need to talk about today is the fact that I've had these seedlings in these little pods here, right? Now, you look at that and you can see that these roots are just popping through all over the place. And look how thick the stem has gotten. Well, do you think that this is enough soil to maintain this now fairly large bean plant? No way, right? There's no way that that this tiny pod can support this big old plant. And that's probably true for you too if you're growing your if you've sort of like had yours in little Ziploc baggies, and then maybe you have them in an egg carton or a small little container. You know what? Depending on the size of your plant, you may need to do what I'm doing right now, which is replanting or transplanting your seedling or your now plant to a bigger container, so that the plant will have enough space, soil, and nutrients to be able to sort of grow. All right? Everything needs space to grow, just like you do, right? So, luckily, I have these seed pods that I can just literally stick this into the dirt if I want to. You guys may have other things. You may actually have to sort of like very carefully pull out your roots, okay, and just very carefully sort of dig your roots inside of the soil to replant yours. We all have different sort of situations. For me, I'm going to leave everything intact or the same when I sort of plant this, all right? But I still have my root fibers coming out here, and I want to make sure that those are buried into the soil. Now, notice what I have. I have a pot, like a good-sized pot, right? For the size of this plant. I think that'll work for at least a few more weeks. Eventually, this may go into a garden. But right now, it's still a little chilly out there, so I'm gonna put it into this pot, and I've got it filled up most of the way with soil. I was able to get some online. I was able to get some pretty decent soil with worm castings in it. And you're saying, what is that? Well, guess what? It's worm poop. What? Yeah, guess what? That is food for growing plants. Oh, plants love worm poop. And so this is really great soil because it has lots of nutrients, a lot of the food that it needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plant, my bean plant, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I dig a big enough hole for that plant, right? And so my roots and my root fibers are below the soil. So I've got it in probably about maybe 3-4 inches, right? For you, you may have little bits of root sticking out. You want to push those roots down under the ground gently, okay? One important thing is after you sort of dig your hole, you just want to put the dirt back on top of it. You don't want to sort of like pat the dirt down too much, because if you do, then you're going to compact the soil, and that's going to make it harder for the water to be able to get into the plant. All right, so make sure that it's nice and light and that things are even. Okay, so Next step, what do you think I'm going to need to do? Yeah, I didn't bring my sprayer bottle down, but the next step is I'm going to water it really, really good. Um, and when you water, try to make sure that you don't spray the leaves. That's not what you want to do. Don't spray the stem. You want to spray water or pour water around, right around this area here, okay? So that all the sort of like root fibers and everything like that can suck up the water. You want to get the earth really nice and damp rather than the plant damp. Okay, so there you go. Good luck, and check to see if any of your plants need to be replanted. Okay, all right. I'll see you later. See you, kindergarten friends. Bye bye.